What's up everyone? In today's reaction video, we're diving into dramatic police body cam footage where an officer pulls over a driver and discovers she's driving behind the wheel with a suspended driver's license. But that's just the beginning. Things escalate when she refuses to get out of the car, leading to a tense standoff and ultimately an arrest. We'll analyze the officer's actions and the legal implications and break down exactly where this situation went wrong. So if you're into police encounters, real life justice, and thought-provoking breakdowns, you're in the right place. Let's get into it.
Do you have anyone that can come pick up the car?
Why?
You don't have a valid driver's license. You're driving without a valid driver's license.
Why don't I have a valid driver's license?
You tell me. Your license has been suspended.
No.
Yes. Do you have someone that can come pick up the car?
I'm literally 5 seconds away from my house.
Okay, I understand that, but you can't drive.
Can you follow me there?
Negative.
Can I park here and walk?
You can't park in the middle of the street. You can walk, yes. All right, so you don't have anyone that can pick up the car now?
No, I don't.
The system is still showing that your license is suspended.
Okay, why is it suspended?
I don't know. That's what you need to talk to the DMV about, not me.
I have valid insurance too.
Okay, your license is suspended. So you need to take that up with the DMV.
I literally went to court like last week.
Okay, well, I'm not going to argue with you on the side of the road. That's something you need to take up with the DMV. But as of right now, it shows that you have a valid identification card. That's it. No valid driver's license.
So right there, the cop finds out that the woman, she don't have no valid driver license to be driving a vehicle on the road or like what they would call operating a motor vehicle on the road. She does not have permission to do that if she does not have a valid driver's license, right? I think that everybody would need a license to be able to drive on the road, from the DMV, sounding like she has a suspended driver license, so she cannot drive. Well, she's not seeming to be taking that too lightly for sure. And what's crazy though is that if she's 5 seconds away from her house, why can't she just drive home, I guess?
So right now, you have no one that can come and get your vehicle, so your vehicle is going to be
I
towed.
live 5 seconds away.
You're driving on you don't have a valid driver's license. You
I
cannot
should.
drive.
Why do I not have a valid driver's license?
That's what you need to take up with the DMV.
Shouldn't you be able to tell me that?
I told you. On my end, it shows you that your license is suspended. It says that you have a financial responsibility suspension.
And I can't show you any kind of proof.
There's no proof other than what it says on my computer screen.
Can you call like a superior or something?
There's
Because
no,
that's bullshit.
it's not bullshit. There's no supervisor going to come out for a suspended license.
Okay, well, I'm going to sit right here till the supervisor comes.
You see from that footage right there, it shows how she's just arguing back and forth with the cop instead of, asking the cop, hey, what's the solution to this problem? Like, what should I do right now and later today or whatever tomorrow? What should I be doing to be able to drive again, right? But she's just like going back and forth that she got proof that she has, that her license is not suspended. But the cop is trying to tell her like, yeah, it is, because he sees it on his computer that probably shows him everything that the license is, like all the updated information about it and everything like that. So it's not like he don't know what's going on. Like the cop knows what's going on, but she's trying to really make it seem like she has proof, and that's probably not the best situation for someone to do in that type of situation, because you're just escalating things further instead of just trying to find a solution right then and there.
The suspect decides this is a good time to get out of her vehicle.
Matt, just stay in the car for a second. Just wait. Stay in the car for a second. Stay in the car. Second ball. Listen to me. Nothing's happening right this second. I need you to sit back in the car. If you continue to ignore me, I'll arrest you for resisting. Sit in the car and we're figuring it out.
What?
Sit in the car. Don't get out of this car again.
You're not.
Sit in the car. Sit in the car. That's
honestly,
it. That's all you need to do.
All due respect.
All you need to do is sit in the car.
I'm a professional just like you are.
I need you to sit in the car.
No disrespect.
Okay.
See from that footage right there, it really shows her like not doing what the cop is telling her to do, right? She keeps on getting out of her car, talking back to the cop while he's being nice and trying to go figure out everything, instead of being like, no, your license is suspended, get out of it, and stuff like that. He's just trying to go figure out if that's the truth, and get all the dates of whatever happened, right, and everything. But boy, she's just not having it. Not today, at least. Boy, I mean, this is crazy. Like to see that, like don't you know if you disobey a cop's orders and disobey cops whenever they say you gotta stay in your car and stuff like that, don't you know that there might be more consequences, especially when you're dealing with the law? Bruh, it ain't like that's her brother.
Like I said, if you get out of this car again, I'll arrest you for resisting. Just stand here. As of right now, you do not have a valid driver's license. It shows that on the 18th, you went and purchased an ID card for $27, for $25.
No.
Your actual driver's license has not been reinstated. All you have is a valid Florida identification card. That's it. An identification card and driver's license aren't the same thing.
Seeking a lawyer representation. Yes, I was pulled over.
So if you're talking to an attorney, I'm not going to stand here while you're talking to an attorney. You can do that in your own time.
So from that footage right there, it seems like she doesn't understand the difference between an identification card and a driver's license to be able to operate a motor vehicle on the road, right? So that's the main difference, is that an identification card identifies who you are. A driver's license is something that you need to drive on the road with. Hence, the driver's in the license. You get what I'm saying? But the thing is, right here, y'all, she's just arguing back and forth, calling up a lawyer to represent her right here. And the cop is basically telling her, you know, the lawyer ain't going to be able to help you in any type of situation like this right now. Like right now, you got to face your consequences for driving with a suspended license like a mature adult would. Like you got to be able to face your consequences right then and there, you know. A lawyer is not going to be able to go over there and tell a cop, you know, oh, you can't do it that way, you can't, because he knows the law. He knows what's supposed to be going on in that type of situation.
All right, so we're going to go over this, okay? All right, Miss, I issued you a citation for running a stop sign, okay?
I didn't run a stop sign.
It's $166. You got 30 days to pay it, 30 days to contest it. Your options are in the back.
You have a...
Okay, there's that citation.
Do you have a video
The second,
of that?
the second citation that you're being issued is a criminal citation. It's for driving without a valid license. Okay? The car needs to be removed from the road. If you don't have anyone that can come and get it...
I have an attorney on the way.
Okay, if you don't have anyone that can come and get your vehicle, it's going to be removed by Edgewater Towing, okay?
So the whole reason why the cop pulled her over is because she ran a stop sign. Maybe she shouldn't have did that in the first place if she don't have a valid driver's license. You get what I'm saying? But here's the thing. She keeps on going back and forth. She got a lawyer on the way and everything. But the cop is asking her a simple question, y'all. Do you have anybody that's going to come and pick up your vehicle? You know, that's basically what he was asking her. He's not asking her about her lawyer, you know, what your lawyer doing, none of that. He's not asking her none of that. He's just asking her if somebody's going to go pick it up, you know. Because if not, it's probably going to get towed just like he said it would. And the thing is, she's not understanding that. Maybe she thinks that the lawyer that's representing her is going to take her car home with him somehow, some way possible. But I don't know if lawyers take people's cars home and stuff like that. That's kind of a, you know, I don't know what to think about that. If a lawyer takes a car home, chat. Could a lawyer take your car back to your house? Is like that why she's calling a lawyer?
He said you cannot legally remove my vehicle until my representation shows up.
Okay. Would you mind swinging around here? She's on the phone with her attorney and she's refusing to get out of the car for it to be towed.
Thank you very much.
This is a criminal citation, like I said. You're gonna get
Didn't run a stop sign.
you're gonna get
So I hope you have proof
can you
of
stop
this.
talking while I'm talking? All right.
Do you have proof
You're
of
gonna
this?
get a subpoena in the mail to your address, okay, which you have to
Fantastic.
respond to. All right. I told
What's
you
this
this
one
is.
for?
I already told you this is driving without a valid license.
I
So-
have a valid license.
all right. So
You see from that footage right there how she's just going back and forth, just talking while the cop is talking. Bro, like she's making the cop mad. You know, she keeps on interrupting him. And you know, he's getting frustrated. We all heard him say, can you stop talking whenever he's talking, right? So, I don't know, y'all. Like, hopefully it's close, you know, close to being finished with this, you know, and she'll probably just walk on. Maybe the reason that she kept on talking while the cop was talking is because she's just trying to delay the situation and try to delay it to where her lawyer can hurry up and get there and represent her to the cop or whatever, something like that. Maybe, I don't know. What y'all think, chat?
I need your signature on here. It's not an admission
I'm
of
not
guilt.
signing that.
Okay, I'm gonna let you know if you do not sign this, it is a criminal offense and you will go to jail right now. Don't snatch it out of my hand either. Right. I need your signature right here above my name, the same on this one, and you will get a copy of it.
What's the other one?
It is the exact same. It is a copy,
So why
like
are there
I just
two of
said.
the same ones?
I just told you. I get a copy, you get a copy.
I would really rather wait for my attorney to
Okay,
show up
well, like I
first
said,
and
if you
stuff.
refuse to sign it, you will be going
I'm
to
not
jail today.
refusing to sign
Okay,
shit.
so
I'm
there you
gonna
go.
wait for my
There
lawyer
is
to
no waiting.
stop-
We are not
show
standing
up.
here to wait. I need your signature on here. Like I said, it's not an admission of guilt.
I
It's just...
have a right to my defense.
Yes, you do, and your attorney's on the way. That's fine, but at this time, I need you to sign this.
That's pretty funny how she just keeps on arguing with the cop and fussing. You know, just keeps on fussing with him over and over. because she's just like, she will not do anything he says. Like at first she, she kept on getting out of her car at first, and now she's refusing to sign the citation that he's telling her to sign, right? I mean, she just goes back and forth with him, over and over. It's kind of wrong in a way. But because the more that you go back and forth with a cop, that's never a good situation to be in with law enforcement. You never want to put yourself in a situation like that, going back and forth, because what that does, that could lead to other things, to a worse situation, going back and forth with a cop like that. It could lead to disorderly conduct and things like that, I would think. But I think, at least, I'm not too sure about that one. But, going back and forth with a cop might tick the cop off, right? And that's another reason why you don't want to do that, right? Because you just want to stay calm and, get it on over with, right? Whatever you got to get over with. You don't want to, things to go left or right. You want things to go correct for you.
At this time, I ain't signing shit.
All right, so then you want to go the criminal route to where you go to jail for refusing to sign. Is that what you're wishing?
Refusing to sign.
We're refusing to sign a criminal citation. You will go to jail for it, yes.
That is criminal.
Yes, you will go to jail for refusing.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Negative. You will go to
you
jail.
literally don't have better shit to do right now.
All right, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. Like I said, you have the option to sign this or don't, and you will go to jail if not. Do you wish to sign this?
No, I wish to waive my attorney.
What's going on with this situation?
I'm waiting on my lawyer.
You're waiting on your lawyer?
I'm waiting on a lawyer.
Step out for us.
No.
See, all that escalating the situation, not signing the citation because she wanted to wait for her lawyer. You see all that? What that did just now, y'all. Y'all heard that at the end, huh? Y'all heard at the end of that footage, huh? That cop said, "Step out the car for me." Y'all heard that, right? So that means that she done escalated the situation by trying to wait for her lawyer to get there for some reason when the cops didn't want to wait for her lawyer to get there. So now she done escalated the situation and got herself into more trouble. And this is the bigger part of the video. This is why you do not do those type of things.
Well, I'm going to ask one more time.
Can I please get a representation to this?
It's because she's DUI. Step out. Step out. I'm gonna tell you one more time, and then I'm gonna pull you from the car. Okay? It's a traffic citation if you cooperate. If not, it's a resisting arrest without violence or violence, however you choose to resist. No, I'm not. You're not gonna hold your finger up to me. Get out of the car. We're not at court. Your attorney means nothing to me right now. Step out of the car. I've given you a lawful order. Your attorney is irrelevant to this. I'm not questioning you. I'm not interrogating you. I have yet to read you your rights.
You're asking me to get out of my
That's a
vehicle.
lawful order. Get out of the car.
Why is that a lawful order?
Because I said so.
From that footage right there, hold on. From the very beginning of this whole video, we seen that her words, whenever she was talking, was slurring in speech, right? Like she was slurring in her speech, meaning there might be something more going on to the situation. Well, now that cop said, oh, it might be something over a DUI. This might be something over a DUI right then and there. So now she's getting herself even deeper into trouble. And thinking back on it, I bet now she would have signed them papers so she would have gone about her day. Because now she might be getting into even more, like having to deal with even more consequences and fines and all of that kind of stuff whenever you get a DUI or anything like that. So who knows what's going on? She might not have a DUI. We don't know just yet. But she has been slurring in her speech to where it would make you think that it might be possible. And the way that she kept on waving her finger in the cop face like that, she ain't put a finger in his face, but she was pointing like she was the one in charge. Like, you want to listen to me, like something like that, which is crazy. You should never do that to a cop because the cop is law enforcement and a cop has the final say so probably.
You don't have a driver's license. I'm not in this game.
Are you kidding me right now?
Put your hands on your back.
Are you kidding?
No. You just took my camera off.
Was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer and resisting with violence, totaling a bond of $5,000. She is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
So as we just seen from that footage right there, she ended up getting herself arrested. Okay, for resisting and everything like that. But how crazy is that, y'all? All she had to do was sign that citation and then she would have been going about her day, right? And so, she got herself into more mess, and that's, the broader, point of this video is that you know, as you see from her mistakes, this is why you don't want to make those type of bad choices in any type of situation with law enforcement or a traffic stop when a cop pulls you over for anything. You want to remain calm and handle your business right then and there, right? You don't want to be acting out like that too much. You know what I mean? You don't want to be talking over the officer. You don't want to be not signing the citation when you're supposed to sign the citation. You don't want to be doing those type of things if you're ever involved in anything like that. You get what I'm saying? But you know, how crazy is that? You know, so she just dug herself, you know, deeper into trouble. You know, doing everything that she did, not getting out her car whenever they were telling her to step out. You know, those things did not help with what was going on already with her.